Hello and welcome back to Chasing the Target. History made by New Zealand, winning by 25 runs, defending 147 and a clean sweep. 3-0 jeet gaye New Zealand. Incredible performance from them. Tom Latham at the wheel. Ajaz Patel ripping through India today. And what a fantastic performance from New Zealand. India, I don't know, man, where to start. Bowling, batting, fielding, captaincy. Well, let's start with the batting, man. I don't know what's happening. Rohit Sharma, again failure, again problem, with the swinging delivery, again problem with the extra bounce. Virat Kohli, problem with the left arm spin. The story continues. Yes, Rishabh Pant trying to bail them out, but not enough. Shubman Gill struggling, leaving a ball straight and not attempting a shot also. उसमें अगर उसको पैड को भी लग गया तो आउट था उन्हें. तो I don't know उन्हें क्या सोच रहा था वहां पे. लेकिन this is very disappointing इंडिया के पर्सपेक्टिव से. ये मतलब इमेजिन भी नहीं कर सके कि गोइंग इनटू दिस सीरीज की 3-0 हारने वाले होम कंडीशंस में. अगेन टर्निंग विकेट, स्पिनिंग विकेट. आप ऐसा like Ashwin Jadeja will out bowl the New Zealand bowlers, because that was not the case. New Zealand bowlers bowled much better. भाई सैंटनर नहीं था इस टाइम भी. विलियमसन पूरा सीरीज नहीं खेला. ट्रेंट बोल्ट तो खेल रहा ही नहीं क्रिकेट. And आपका ये हशर है, man. It is like very, very disappointing. Today, like just the batting, I could not believe it, man. But I know it was a tough pitch. थोड़ा सा वो heavy roller भी डाल दिए थे New Zealand, so the pitch was going to break. It was going to be difficult. But if Rishabh Pant at that time can score 50 runs or 48 deliveries, then what is Rohit Sharma doing? What is Virat Kohli doing? What is Shubman Gill doing? Jaiswal, these guys need to step up, because अगर top order के run नहीं आएंगे तो इतना pressure आएगा. ये देख लो आप, हालत देख लो. Rishabh Pant was a really good innings. He was lucky. They didn't review. Ajaz Patel got him LBW. He was very lucky कि वो review नहीं कर रहे थे. New Zealand appeal नहीं करे उसके लिए. But if he can score runs like that, what is the top order doing? I have no clue, man. भाई New Zealand credit के लिए एक अलग stream करना, but today should all be about bashing Indian team, which is kind of, especially Rohit and Virat. Absolutely, look. In the beginning, I'm going to credit New Zealand because they were fantastic. Tom Latham, outstanding captain. They bowled really well. उनके पास injuries थे, फिर भी they came up with a plan. They fielded brilliantly and they outplayed India completely, I think, in this series. लेकिन हाँ, from India's perspective, it's been a shambles, man. आपको आप ऑस्ट्रेलिया जाना है, वहां पे जाके आपको you have to play at Perth, at the Gabba. Pat Cummins, Mitchell Starc, Hazelwood. यहाँ पे आप struggle कर रहे हो तो वहां पे क्या हशर होने वाली है, I cannot even imagine, man. You cannot blame KL Rahul now. You cannot blame the outside factors. You cannot blame pitch, this, that, and everything. जो आपको चाहिए था वो मिला, and you did not perform. Again, 147. Why aren't your bigger players stepping up? Why isn't Rohit Sharma being able to score runs in a crucial situation? Why is Virat Kohli not able to score runs on a rank turner? Why is he getting run out under pressure? ये सवालों के जवाब मिल रहे नहीं, and it's continuing to be very, very frustrating, I think, from India's point of view. It was like shambolic performance. ये पूरा series, I think, man, I don't know what to say. It was a horrible series from India's perspective. From ball one, they've been outplayed. Bangalore से लेके Mumbai तक, New Zealand have destroyed them in every single department. Bangalore में you said we misread the pitch. ठीक है, टॉस कंडीशंस गलत था. ओके फाइन, विल गिव यू दैट. पुणे में क्या हुआ? पुणे में इट वाज टर्निंग अबाउट. वहां पे आप स्ट्रगल कर रहे, 150 में ऑल आउट हो गए. 46 ऑल आउट, 150 ऑल आउट. आज 125 ऑल आउट. लाइक 200 नहीं बन रहे आपके बैट्समैन से. तो व्हाट डू यू एक्सपेक्ट, मैन? आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड. लाइक of course there is going to be criticism. Of course there's going to be people venting. That is going to happen. I've never witnessed an Indian team in such a state of misery. And ये भी in a year which you won the World Cup. आप World Cup जीते, जो ICC ट्रॉफी आपको एलूट कर रहा था 10-15 साल से, वो आप जीते. उसके बाद हशर श्रीलंका 3-0, न्यूजीलैंड 3-0. What is happening, man? I do not understand. Gautam Gambhir, he needs to be questioned. इतने बड़े बातें कर रहा था when he was commentator. What is happening right now? He was giving a lot of stick to the top order batsmen and stuff, he hasn't improved them either. The same problem is happening right now. Nitin Pasi, thank you so much for joining. Nitin bhai, aap Twitter पे भी जुड़ते रहते हैं मेरे साथ, thank you so much. मुस्तफा भाई सब बोल रहे हैं spin play, no it's all about mindset. क्या सरफराज वैसे अच्छा खेलता है, but mindset होना चाहिए. बिल्कुल, आज सरफराज तो फुल टॉस पे आउट हुआ, बॉल टर्न भी नहीं हुआ मेरे हिसाब से. गलत शॉट था वो. Like he should have either placed that better or just like defended it. Like that was a full toss. Like उन्हें क्या कर रहा, सीधा हाथ में दे दिया. Poor shot. Virat Kohli, like again mindset आप बोल सकते, कुछ भी बोल सकते, but he's not scoring runs in Indian conditions against spinners. He's not scoring runs. जब उसको flat track देते ऑस्ट्रेलिया के खिलाफ, वहां पे मारा था 100, but apart from that, Test cricket, like in Indian turning conditions, I've not seen 100 from Virat Kohli. Rohit Sharma said in a press conference that he is unsure whether he will go to BGT and that any players who misses more than 2 tests for personal reasons should be banned or sacked. I mean, he's going to miss the first game of the series, then he'll come back. Bumrah will lead over there, but वो तो भाई दूर की बात है. It looks very difficult now. अगर WTC final पहुंचना है तो आपको 4-0 या 5-0 जितना ऑस्ट्रेलिया में, which is next to impossible. नामुमकिन नहीं है, लेकिन very very difficult. I think like मैं 2-3% चांस देता हूँ, वो भी बहुत बोल रहा हूँ मैं, to win 5-0 in Australia, man. It's very very difficult. I don't think that's going to happen. And yeah, आपकी WTC भी वहीं चले गए, unless दूसरी टीम्स में क्या होता है, I don't know, but you don't deserve to go to the final if you're going to lose 3-0 at home. I'll be very straight up with you. अगर आप ऐसा परफॉर्मेंस देंगे घर पे, जहाँ पे कंडीशंस आपको पता है, you know exactly what's going to happen. यहाँ पे अगर आप 3-0 हार रहे न्यूजीलैंड से, then I don't think you deserve to go into the final. New Zealand themselves deserve. They're back in contention. I saw them. They level on points with Sri Lanka. They deserve much more than you. And yeah, man, batting has been shambolic. Bowling भी देखो आप, Ashwin, Jadeja, ठीक है 5 विकेट लिए, 6 विकेट लिए, whatever, but like they've been out bowled by the New Zealand bowlers. Santner bowled better than them. Ejaz Patel bowled better than them. Man, even Glenn Phillips bowled better than them. Bowling was not on point. ये विकेट पे आप 230, अच्छा ठीक है, whatever, आप 180 में ऑल आउट करो, 190 में ऑल आउट करो. ये आपका विकेट है भाई, अश्विन भाई, आपका विकेट है ये. Get them all out fast. But I have to give more blame to the batsmen. The batters were shambolic, man. I could not understand. ऐसा बैटिंग आप कैसा कर रहे ये पिचेस पे, जहाँ पे उन्हें आके निकल के दे रहा है ग्लेन फिलिप्स, निकल के छक्के चौके अश्विन को, और यहाँ पे आप क्रीज में जम के डिफेंड कर रहे हो और आउट हो जा रहे हैं. I do not understand what is happening, man. Like it is very upsetting. I am really upset if you look at it from India perspective, but you have to give New Zealand credit there. Please tell me, ये लोग विराट कोहली को ट्रोल कर रहे हैं. मुस्तफा भाई, वन क्वेश्चन है आपसे, पंत गिल जायसवाल फ्लैट ट्रैक पे जिताएंगे, ये कब जिताएंगे अपने दम पे? भाई सबको ब्लेम करना है, विराट कोहली को भी नहीं छोड़ सकते, रोहित शर्मा को भी नहीं छोड़ सकते आप, बिकॉज उन लोग आपके एक्सपीरियंस प्लेयर्स है. ये सिचुएशन में जहाँ पे प्रेशर है, जहाँ पे बॉल टर्न हो रहा है, जहाँ पे स्थिति थोड़ा मुश्किल है, वहां पे आपके सीनियर प्लेयर्स को रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी लेना है. और आप जो बोल रहे, देखो पंत फाइट तो दिया, राइट, ठीक है. गिल जायसवाल मैं मानता हूँ आपकी बात, फर्स्ट इनिंग उनके रन आए, रोहित और कोहली का कहाँ रन आए? रन ही नहीं है. We have to stop saying कि इनका blame. As a collective, we have failed, completely failed. Rishabh Pant, look, unlucky dismissal today. I don't think that was they should have stuck with the on-field umpire decision. But वहां तक मैच जाना नहीं था. आपके टॉप ऑर्डर जिल बोल रहा हूँ मैं, जायसवाल, गिल, विराट कोहली, रोहित शर्मा, यहाँ पे रन आना था, राइट. अगर आप 30-40 फुट नो लॉस जा रहे थे, it takes the pressure off. फिर आके पंत मैच खत्म कर देते थे. मगर आप always 24-5, 15-6, 40 all out, 36 all out. How many times? And look, it happened once in Adelaide, we forgot about it, but then it happened again in Bangalore. Now you got all out in Pune, 150, here 120. It's not good enough, man. The batting and the senior players have to take responsibility. आप देख लो स्टीव स्मिथ को, देख लो जो रूट को, देख लो कितने रन मार रहा है. ये उन लोग के एक आध बैट सीरीज होते हैं, but then they come back and score runs. And ये आपके होम कंडीशंस है. आप बोलेंगे भाई इंग्लैंड पाकिस्तान से हारे, वो फिर भी मैं बोल सकता हूँ अवे कंडीशन से. होम कंडीशन में तो जीत रहे, राइट, सीरीज. होम कंडीशन में आप 3-0, मतलब 2-1, I would have taken it. I would have said, okay, fine, we're still in contention with the WTC. कभी तो सीरीज हारना है होम पे. It's not like you can always go unbeaten, but 3-0, man, that's too much, man. I cannot believe it. 3-0 आप हार रहे न्यूजीलैंड से, and कोई भी टीम रहने दो, like you should have learned from your mistakes. ये मैच तो जीतना था, ये मैच आपके पॉकेट में था यार. I understand 150 is a tricky chase, but with this batting lineup और एक्स्ट्रा बैटर्स थे आपके, वॉशिंगटन सुंदर भी है, अश्विन भी है, उन्हें सरफराज तो 8 पे खेला पहले इनिंग में, तो आपके पास इतनी बैटिंग थी, आप 150 नहीं चेस कर रहे. I just हजम नहीं हो रही बात. पंत, गिल, जायसवाल perform better than the rest. कार्तिक भाई बोल रहे even Washington Sundar played better than Rohit and Kohli. Absolutely. Fun fact, India को last time spin track पे अय्यर and पटेल ने मैच जिताया था, वही टीम से बाहर है. Yeah, I mean Shreyas Iyer was I remember Bangladesh के खिलाफ ऐसा similar situation में थे, 3-4 विकेट से मैच जीते थे. He played well, but जो current lot है, जो selected 11 है, they are capable players. They need to take responsibility. They need to score runs. They need to take pressure off the lower order. And when it's a tough situation, they need to get out of that tough situation. आप कितने बार बोलेंगे कि भाई नहीं उन लोग तो रन बनाए पहले, ठीक है रन बनाए, मैं नहीं बोल रहा हूँ कि नहीं बनाए रन, मैं इज्जत कर रहा हूँ प्लेयर के, मगर ये सिचुएशन में आज कम से कम रोहित और कोहली को रन बनाना lazmi tha. Like there is no excuse for it, man. There is no way they can be saying ki like no, other people should have scored. No, those two should have scored. Those two should have scored runs today. It was only a 147 chase. अगर उन लोग 40-40 दोनों बनाए तो मैच जीत जाते थे. Why aren't they taking the responsibility? Why aren't they being able to score runs? And it's not only about one game, bro. It's the whole series. विराट कोहली का एक पारी थी सरफराज के साथ, रोहित शर्मा की एक 50 थी शायद, वो भी मेरे को याद नहीं आ रहा थी या नहीं थी, but like that's it, man. Where is it? Like, okay, ठीक है, Rohit has scored runs on spinning tracks. Kohli has scored runs in tough conditions. He scored in the T20 final. मैं नहीं मना करूँ, but यहाँ पे भाई जहाँ पे 150 आप चेस कर रहे हैं, जहाँ पे थोड़ा बॉल स्पिन हो रहा है, I mean काफी बॉल स्पिन हो रहा था, आपके सीनियर खिलाड़ी को आके उतर के they have to take responsibility. It's very simple, bro. So भाई आपसे एक bet लगानी है, 100% sure India will win BGT. I mean, I'm not going to say they're not going to win, but right now it looks very bleak, right? And if they win also, it's not enough. They have to win 5-0 or 4-0 if they want WTC. But now I think you have to take the final out of contention. You have to focus on the series. Australia, they don't care about the WTC final. They want to beat India in Australia. They want to take revenge for the last two series. So अब India have to forget about 4-0, 5-0 margin. उन लोगों को जीतना है सीरीज. अब कैसा जीतेंगे? बैट्समैन को रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी लेना है, बॉलर्स को फिट रखना है, बॉलर्स को सही एरियाज में पिच कराना है. And it's going to be very difficult over there, because if you're going to be here, like if you go lost like this at home, I don't know what's going to happen over there. Yes, you will might not have spinning tracks and all that, but Nathan Lyon फिर भी सताएंगा. मैं लिख के दे रहा हूँ आपको, Nathan Lyon will cause you problems even in MCG, even in SCG. He might even cause you problems at the Gabba. Walaikum salam, Afnan bhai, hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining. Also, Sarfaraz Khan should not be in the playing 11 for Australia tour. Unfortunately, KL would be there. They have to change the team. They should announce the squad after the 8 tour matches. Ammar, BGT is not going to be easy at all. Ammar, thank you so much for joining. 100% it's not going to be easy. It's going to be very tough, especially going like this. You don't have any confidence. You don't have that feeling of winning going into that kind of series. और वहां पे भाई ऑस्ट्रेलिया में बहुत हॉस्टाइल एटमॉस्फेयर रहता है. आप पहुंचते कि मीडिया चढ़ जाती, फैंस चढ़ जाते, फिर उसके बाद प्लेयर्स भी चढ़ना शुरू कर देते वहां पे. एंड दे वांट टू विन. दे डोंट गिव अ क्रैप अबाउट WTC फाइनल. दे जस्ट वांट टू बीट इंडिया. दे गोना गो ऑल आउट फॉर दैट, एंड इट्स गोना बी टफ. 100% यू हैव टू टेक द चैलेंज. अब यहाँ की बात करें तो यहाँ पे तो देखो, इट्स बीन अ very poor series, extremely disappointing. I think if you're an Indian fan, I'm sure you must be hurt. It's been pathetic. Batting has to take responsibility, even bowlers to a certain extent, but the batters, man, have let us down. The senior players, Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, have let us down. They've not lived up to the expectations. Virat Kohli have not remembered when he scored 100 on a ranked turner, man. He is struggling against spin. He has a problem. The pressure is getting to him. The way he's getting run out, the way he's getting involved in run outs, there is problems going on there. Rohit Sharma, jo, आराम से pull shots खेलते, आराम से back foot pe shots, front foot pe, he has so much time on him. He's getting out like that. He's getting rushed. Today he got rushed, man. Like it's not even a Perth wicket. It's like a Mumbai wicket जहाँ पे उसका home ground है, उसका ही घर है भाई. उसको मालूम है, like पूरा वाकिफ है उन्हें, like वो ground से, और उन्हें भी like ऐसा struggle कर रहा है मुंबई में. I cannot believe it, man. But because of this, the hunger will be back in Indian squad. Everyone will be hungry now. I'm excited. I mean, of course, it's going to be an exciting series, but right now, we have to. It's going to take some time to recover from this, man. 3-0 in home conditions, clean swept by New Zealand, absolutely destroyed in every single department. It's going to take a bit of time, and then of course, जब वो सीरीज शुरू होंगी, अलग एक्साइटमेंट रहेगा. सुबह सुबह उठ के चाय गरम करके मैच देखेंगे. It will be fun, but right now, man, I just don't know, because I was expecting, like, okay, if India won 3-0, ठीक है, we would have still said, like, at least New Zealand should have competed. We would have criticized New Zealand a bit, but these are Indian home conditions, man. They should not be losing 3-0. 2-1 loss I would have taken it, because 10 साल में आप एक सीरीज हार गए, ठीक है, मगर और वो भी आप 147 चेस कर रहे हैं, मैन. आई कैन नॉट बिलीव इट. यस, द पिच वाज डिफिकल्ट, एवरीथिंग वाज डिफिकल्ट, मगर ग्लेन फिलिप्स आके निकल के कैसे छक्के मार रहा था कल यार. निकल के उसका जो इनिंग्स है, फॉर मी मैच विनिंग इनिंग है वो, 12 बॉल में 26 जो मारा. इट्स लाइक, और आप कितने 25 रन से हारे. वही ग्लेन फिलिप्स की इनिंग्स इज बिकम क्रूशियल नाउ. Also, the heavy roller, I think New Zealand did use the heavy roller today, and what happens with that is, 10-15 minutes it looks good, and then ekdam se starts cracking, and that's what happened. And yeah, but also my question is, if Rishabh Pant can come in at 28 for 5 and score a 48 ball 50, right? How are these top order batsmen struggling when the ball is fairly new, when it's going to the boundary better? How are they struggling? How are they not being able to score runs? How are they not even being able to score 20 runs? How are they not being able to score 15 runs? I do not understand. Like, it's beyond me. Like, ठीक है ना, अनबिलीवेबल प्लेयर है, जबरदस्त प्लेयर है ये वो, मगर विराट कोहली, रोहित शर्मा, बड़े बड़े नाम है भाई. 20-25 रन तो मारना था ये पिच पे. Too much. 3-0. Unreal. Patel amazing. Good. Yeah, man. Ejaz Patel was outstanding. I think when he started his spell, the first few overs of the test match, when he started, Shubman Gill and Jaiswal played him comfortably. It looked like, he was trying to be very quick. Then he slowed down his pace a bit. Then he started pitching it in the right areas. He was outstanding, man. He bowled with sublime control. Mitchell Santner भी नहीं था आज तो. Santner भी नहीं था. उनका जो man of the match था, उन्हें भी नहीं था. Trent Bolt तो खेल रहा ही नहीं टेस्ट करके. Kane Williamson नहीं था. Tom Latham, what a captain, man. Brilliant, fantastic. He was absolutely incredible in this series. The way he led the side. People were saying, मेरे को याद है लोग बोल रहे थे सीरीज से पहले कि अरे न्यूजीलैंड श्रीलंका से हार के आ रही, क्या करने वाले, वो जनरेशन खत्म हो गया, बोल्ट नहीं है, विलियमसन नहीं है, गप्टेल वप्टेल, ये मकलम का जो जनरेशन था वो अच्छी टीम थी, अब नहीं कंपेटिटिव नहीं रहेंगे भाई. They came and they did what nobody could have done in the last 12 years, winning a series in India, and वो भी clean sweep. I don't think the last time India got clean swept in India was against South Africa in 98 or 99 if I'm mistaken. That was the last time India got clean sweep. Even the England series that they lost, that was 2-1. The Australia series that they lost, that was 2-1 in 2004. And now after 20 plus years, they've got absolutely battered, whitewashed at home. They also cancelled the intra-squad match. I'm not sure why the BCCI is concerned about out-of-form players being injured. They should rest the fast bowlers involved. Absolutely, that is a stupid call, man. Like, if you ask me, why the hell are you cancelling warm-up game? पहले तो आप warm-up normally traditionally you play against the President 11, local team की Perth 11 जो भी है आप खेलते, वो नहीं खेलना चाहिए. आप अपनी टीम के साथ खेलना चाहिए, ठीक है, वो तो खेल लो. Get used to the conditions, understand the thing, match situation, understand करो, थोड़ा practice करो match situation में. आप खाली nets करेंगे पर जाके एकदम से Cummins, Hazelwood खेलना है तो भाई ऐसा थोड़ी होगा, right? It's not going to be easy. So you need to practice. ये क्या है भाई, अब वहां से आएंगे, मुंबई से, लंदन से आएंगे, यहाँ से आएंगे. It's going to be very difficult if it's going to be that. You have to be more organized. You have to be better planned. Saurav Ganguly, when he was captain in 2003-04, that series he went to Australia in the Australian winters, in our summers, in June, July, just to scope out the ground. He was imagining the field. He wrote this in his biography. He was imagining the field. ऐसा रखना, वैसा रखना. Greg Chappell at that time was helping him. He was not the coach of India, but he was helping Saurav Ganguly. He practiced himself his batting, but he would also look at the dimensions and everything. Then after 6 months, he went with his team over there and they drew 1-1. Itna preparation ke baad they drew 1-1, which was still a very good achievement at that time. You were playing against the Ricky Ponting's Australia. It was not easy. You remember the famous win in Adelaide. It was a very good series, that one. And मगर इतना preparation जाता भाई ऑस्ट्रेलिया में. यहाँ पे आप बोल रहे कि 2 दिन पहले जाके we're going to show up, खाली next करके खेलेंगे. That where is the preparation, bro? Mox is in the house. What's up? What about the warm-up match? They've cancelled it, bro. Sunil Shetty seeking revenge of KL Rahul. Man, since you've said that, मेरे दिमाग से नहीं उठ रहा. एजाज पटेल जो है वैसे ही दिख रहा, सुनील शेट्टी के वैसे ही दिख रहा. अब केएल राहुल के बारे में कुछ भी नहीं बोल सकते. फैज कहाँ है? मैं फैज को ढूंढ रहा हूँ, 3-4 दिन से नहीं आ रहे. इतना बोल रहे थे केएल राहुल की गलती है, केएल राहुल की गलती है, केएल राहुल की गलती है. आज फैज मौजूद ही नहीं है मेरे साथ. I don't know where he is. He's not there. I'm sorry, bro. Faz, it's your role models, like the guy you started gym because of. I don't know if you did, but yeah, Virat Kohli, these guys, they have to take the blame, man. Today, overconfident. We have players who can replace them. They should play intra squad, and you cannot be scared of injuries anymore, man. It doesn't matter if Bumrah gets injured. You won in Gabba without Bumrah, without Ashwin, without Virat Kohli. There was no issue over there, right? You won a freaking 2-1 series over there at the Gabba. Why are you scared of injuries? You need to prepare and go for it. If they get injured, they get injured. It's okay. Go on to the next player. Look how New Zealand do it. Santon was injured. They still won a test match in Mumbai. ये क्या बात हुई कि भाई injury हो जाएंगी, वो हो जाएंगी, man? Screw that mentality. Like, it's like, come on, fine, no player is bigger than the team, man. Like, you make a system where you can slot in players, get a like for like. If it's not the same level, it doesn't matter, just get another fast bowler, replace him, get another batsman, replace him. It's simple as that. वहां पे आप जो गैबा में है, उसमें मेरे को याद है नवदीप सैनी खेला, वॉशिंगटन सुंदर खेला, मोहम्मद सिराज दो टेस्ट मैच के बाद he was leading the attack. It was his third test match, and Natarajan था. And you won the series over there. So I don't understand that. Like, you need to prepare, man. You have to go there. You can't just say, I'm going to get injured, so I don't want to practice. No, you have to go and practice. If you lose the series after all the preparation, then we will criticize the skill, we'll criticize everything, no problem. But at least minimize or maximize your chances to win, right? If you are not preparing, you're not going in time, then of course, like, aapke chances kam hote jayenge. Even win matters no matter what. Yes, sir, man. And like, it was hugely disappointing. I did not expect this, man. I predicted India to win 3-0. Ultha pad gaya yahan pe to. And of course, credit to New Zealand. They were outstanding. They were incredible. But when you lose like this at home, look, we're just laughing at Pakistan. 2 महीने पहले, अरे Pakistan Bangladesh से हार गए, अरे घर पे हार गए, अरे घर पे हार गए, अरे उन लोग स्प्रिंग ट्रैक करो, उन लोग स्प्रिंग ट्रैक करके इंग्लैंड को हरा दिए, राइट? They won 2-1. अब अपना क्या? यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा भाई? यहाँ पे तो आप क्लीन स्वीप हो गए न्यूजीलैंड से, इतना कॉन्फिडेंस दिखा रहे थे. That's why you got to focus on your own game and think that goes to Pakistani fans, goes to Indian fans. Both fans just need to focus on their team and who the opposition is. When you start focusing across the border, then like you're not looking at your own flaws and looking at your own thing, and you're taking it lightly. And India, another big problem is they were looking too much at that WTC final. We are also to be blamed. We kept mentioning it every podcast, WTC. And they're talking about BGT. You're looking too far ahead. जो सामने वो नहीं देखे आप. सिग्नल बहुत दूर है. आप लेफ्ट नहीं मार रहे, यहाँ से राइट नहीं मार रहे, आप लाइक फंस गए, वो पॉट होल में गिर गए. रोहित एंड विराट लास्ट टेस्ट एट होम, नेक्स्ट 10 टेस्ट overseas, Australia, England 5. Look, I still feel that they will be part of the test team, because even the youngsters have not really shunned that level, right? Like, for example, KL Rahul was dropped from their team, and they said that of course, rightly so, he wasn't scoring runs. Jo bhi hai, theek hai. But like, in his absence, what have the youngsters done? They haven't like played that level. Like, so I think it's a group thing. Of course, Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma have to take major responsibility. I'm not shying away from that. I'm not protecting them at all. Un log ki galti thi. Aaj they made India lose to it. They didn't take responsibility. They didn't score the runs 100%. But again, like, who is there? Like, we need. I still feel that they still have a part to play. They need to learn, understand their mistakes, and then come back stronger. Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma need to have big series in Australia. They are capable of it, and they need to really buckle up now. उन लोग को देखना पड़ेगा भाई गलतियां कहाँ हो रही है और मैं रन कैसा बनाऊंगा वहां पे जाके. अगर उन लोग वहां पे सीरीज जीता गया, then things will change, right? Because देखो, जब T20 भी चल रहा था, आपको याद है 2 वर्ल्ड कप इंडिया हारे थे, हम लोग यही बोल रहे थे कि कोहली और रोहित को निकाल देना था टीम में से. Eventually उन लोग, we stuck with them and they won the World Cup, right? So I wouldn't like delete them from the team or anything, but you have to criticize them. You have to look at their mistakes, and they have to improve on their mistakes. As simple as that. That's what I feel as well. Let me know what your thoughts are. Who was your man of the series? I think man of the series was Will Young. He was impressive, man. Incredible batting. इतना composure के साथ batting करा. और वही बोल रहा मैं, number 3 था, right? 1 down खेल रहा था. वही he is taking pressure off the lower order. He's scoring runs. He's putting New Zealand in a good position, match-winning positions throughout the series, and that's what it is. Yes, they got runs in the lower order. इधर-उधर कोई इक्का-दुक्का contribute कर रहा था. Phillips आके कल मार दिया था, लेकिन टॉप ऑर्डर से रन आ रहे थे अपने पास, टॉप ऑर्डर से रन ही नहीं आ रहे, और आपके जो बड़े प्लेयर है उन लोग कुछ ही नहीं कर रहे थे. तो फिर लाइक मसला तो होगा, राइट? यू आर ऑलवेज गोइंग टू बी इन ट्रबल देन. Excuse me. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Will Young was incredible. I felt Rachin Ravindra was outstanding in the first 2 tests. Yes, in this test he struggled a bit, but he was brilliant in Bangalore, man. He was incredible. We watched him over there. Class batting, so much composure. The talent that he has is sensational. He's going to have a very, very, very bright future, I feel, Rachin Ravindra. Yeah, I think he was incredible. Tom Latham as captain was outstanding, impeccable. Ajaz Patel was brilliant. Mitchell Santner, we can't forget him, man. Kya zabardast bowling. And I remember in 2016 Nagpur में जो T20 World Cup का पहला मैच था इंडिया का न्यूजीलैंड से खिलाफ, वहां पे भी इंडिया हारी थी. वहां पे भी इंडिया कुछ 130 चेस कर रही थी, 125 चेस कर रही थी. मिचेल सैंटनर केम एंड turned them around, and वहां से सीखे ही नहीं. आप रैंक टर्नर दे जा रहे हो और आप इंप्रूव ही नहीं कर रहे बैटिंग. I saw India vs Australia game today before third day, India versus New Zealand test. Some of the Indian players were lucky to escape ban. बहुत गंदी गाली दे रहे थे. Australia have good stump mic. Yeah man, the stump mic there is crazy. मैं सुना कुछ वहां पे अंपायर भी रोक दिए थे and started talking to the fielders and saying like started giving them warnings and stuff. Was it because of गालियां दे रहे थे या बॉल के साथ छेड़छाड़ी? I don't know what it was, but I think गालियों का था. You know better, Karthik bhai. But I was reading something that there was some issue going on. Yeah, you have to be a bit careful over there. Australians भी गाली देते, but उन लोग को पता है कि भाई under the breath कैसा देना. They know कि stump mic किधर है, कहाँ है, उस हिसाब से उन लोग गाली देते. Like they're very smart when it comes to sledging. If any Australian journalist translated those words, the majority of Indian players would have been banned. अच्छा, इतना खतरनाक गालियां दे रहे थे हैं. Only 3 out of 3 centuries the whole series. Yeah, again that is because of the pitches. If you see in Bangalore, there was a few hundreds over there. Rachin Ravindra got 100, Sarfaraz got 100, Rishabh Pant was just shy of 100, I think. And then, you had the Turners. But still, man, New Zealand got those 260s, 70s, 80s. We didn't even get that, man. Ball tampering nahi tha, but they were abusing at every single, especially Kishan and Mukesh Kumar. Were they swearing at the opposition or were they swearing at each other? What was happening over there? Yeah, I was reading. मैं देखा था कि अंपायर आके रोक के बात कर रहा था 3-4 लोगों से. उसमें ईशान किशन भी था शायद वो फोटो में. तो वहां पे कुछ गालियों वालियों का भी सीन चल रहा था. It's already getting heated up there, and Australia will be prepared. They will use this as weapons. Manav Suthar bhi. वही, I think they probably didn't realize कि स्टंप माइक का. ऑस्ट्रेलिया भी देते गालियां से नहीं देते. But they're just a bit smarter when it comes to that. From India, I think if you just want to look at a positive, it has to be Washington Sundar. I think he bowled brilliantly in this series. He was outstanding since he was picked. Usko Ranji Trophy se uthai. As soon as he came in, he picked up a 7-wicket haul and then continued to take up wickets with the bat. He contributed. He would have loved to contribute a bit more today, but I felt that he was the positive light. He bowled really well, impeccable bowling. His line length was very good. The way he was getting Rachin Ravindra out was outstanding. Jo set batsman, form batsman ko aisa bowled kar de raha tha, through the gate nikal raha tha wickets. He was really, really impressive. So he was, for me, the positive from India. But otherwise, man, Ashwin underperformed. Jadeja underperformed. Yes, he picked up wickets in this match, but underperformed. They were leaking runs, man. If you see, kal wicketa le rahe the, but aap dekho, wo control nahi tha. Chhakke pad rahe the. Aaj kitne chhakke pade? Utne to main nahi dekha. Kal chhakke pad rahe the, even though Ashwin was taking 4 or 5 wickets. Jadeja was taking wickets, but they were getting smacked as well. Hindi mein gali de rahe the. Australia wasn't doing anything. Acha. ऑस्ट्रेलिया सुधर गए हैं आफ्टर द सैंडपेपर. नहीं दे रहे आजकल गालियां. मैन गो सी दैट साउथ अफ्रीका ऑस्ट्रेलिया सीरीज डॉक्यूमेंट्री ऑन यूट्यूब, सैंडपेपर गेट बोल के, आई थिंक वैसा टाइटल कुछ है. ओ माय गॉड मैन, दैट वाज नेक्स्ट लेवल. ऑस्ट्रेलिया इतने गालियां ये वो खतरनाक कर रहे थे. देन साउथ अफ्रीका चढ़ के वापस दे रहे थे. वो पर्सनल भी हो गए डेविड वार्नर के साथ. एंड देन लड़ाई हुई थी ड्रेसिंग रूम में. फिर उसके बाद इवेंचुअली वो सैंडपेपर हुआ. वही सीरीज में टॉक्सिक एटीट्यूड देयर टू. Glad India and senior team lost. I mean, like cricket is a humbler man sport. It always humbles you. Now we've got to go back to the drawing board. We've got to see what mistakes made and then rectify them and have a much better performance. Bowling needs to be better in Australia. Look, the way Australia have planned this series, they are attacking India. Like Perth में रखे पहले, फिर गैबा को लेके जा, एडलेड लेके जा रहे, जहाँ पे 36 ऑल आउट हुए. उसके बाद गैबा को लेके जा रहे, जहाँ पे फिर से स्पीड बाउंस. फिर सिडनी MCG where India might be a bit more comfortable, बाद में लेके जा रहे. So Australia will look to put you to the sword from ball one. They're going to attack you. They're not going to give you room. वो bowlers को भी like थका देंगे. बुमराह को मैं अभी से बोल रहा हूँ, it's going to be a tough series for him. He has to be at the top of his game. Siraj has to be top of his game. They're going to miss Shami in the first couple of tests for sure. Akashdeep, जो भी backup pacers है, they need to be on top of the game because Australia is not Gordon Brilliant. And look, we're also missing a Pujara kind of batter. In Australia, if you see Pujara jo hai, he takes the shine out of that new ball. In Australia, that works. In England, New Zealand, where it swings even after the 50th, 60th over, that's fine. But in Australian conditions, it's important to see off that new ball, that initial swing, which Pujara would do. And then after the 40th, 50th over, he would attack and score runs. So they're going to miss a player like Pujara 100%, I think, India. Australia, A में young players थे, they were nice and calm, but Indian players were aggressive. अच्छा, ठीक है man, but like if you're going to be aggressive, you just have to back that with the cricket too. And हाँ, सीमा भी होता है गालियों का, like you have to take it down upon a notch, but it happens in cricket. Like Australia भी देंगे, आप देख लो, like it will happen. Like, but I agree with you. थोड़ा सा you have to tone it down at times, especially if you're not backing it up with your. If you're not backing it up with your cricket, like you have to perform also on that level. So yeah, New Zealand 235 in the first innings, India 263. They got a lead this time finally, and it was a very slim lead. Then New Zealand 174 all out, and India 121 all out. Man, I'm just looking at let me know what you guys think about the Rishabh Pant dismissal. It was very controversial. मेरे को ऐसा लगा कि bat को लगा, and I didn't feel that he hit it. It was a controversial thing. I think they should have stayed on press call. And also they're missing that thing. वो क्या था यार वो hotspot? Where is hotspot gone in cricket? Like that helped when in these situations. We see that in Australia. I think India में वो ban है या क्या है? I don't know. India में क्यों use नहीं करते? That would have really helped in this situation. New Zealand played fearless cricket, didn't care about spin twins or anybody. Yeah, man, they just went after them. And look, it's not easy to do that. You've seen Australia, you've seen England, you've seen Bangladesh, South Africa. All these guys come in and struggle. They've tried to attack Ashwin, baseball try kare, soap try kare, but it didn't work out. New Zealand, the way they executed was outstanding, man. You have to applaud the way they approached this series. They were fearless, but at the same time, very calculative, very strategic, and outstanding performance. I think they will replace KL and Sarfaraz with Sudarshan and Padikkal. I mean, I don't know, man. It depends on what's going to happen there, but look, definitely these India A players who want ahead 2-3 will be picked, I think, because it's a long series. There will be injuries. There might be certain scenarios, where you might have to make changes. So I think they'll have to be on standby, these players. But right now, you'll have to go with the squad that you picked. आपको उस तरीके से back तो करना पड़ेगा. जो भी हुआ है यहाँ पे, you'll have to back the squad and then believe in them, and they have to train and practice well, and they have to prepare well so that they can go and execute the plans in Australia. जो it's a difficult place to go. So yeah, man, because right now, man, I can't believe in a World Cup year जहाँ पे आप ICC trophy 15 साल से या 10 साल से जो भी है नहीं जीते और आप जीते, वो World Cup year में ऐसा हो रहा कि आप होम पे 3-0 हार गए. It's crazy, man. The cricket is a great level. जो लोग उड़ रहे थे, जो लोग इधर उधर देख रहे थे, for them it's a what an alarm bell or whatever you want to call it, slap in the face. And for people, like it just shows key. Like cricket is a game where you always have to stay humble. You always have to be on your toes, and like no matter what you win, you can still see dark times. Like these same players, they were our heroes 3-4 months ago, and now we're going after them. That's what cricket is, man. I saw Ruturaj and Isran on bat, and they both looked awful. None of these players deserve a spot, and they're playing 11. Still time to go. Look, that was the first test as well. Yes, of course, it's going to be difficult kettle of fish in those conditions. Also, Ruturaj, I don't know how much he's played in Australia. So, for him, it is naya challenge hai uske liye. So it will take a bit of time to adjust. And that's the thing. That's why you need Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli. You will miss Pujara a lot in this series. मैं आपको बोल रहा हूँ पहले से, you're going to miss Pujara a lot, man. I'm telling you, he was one of our key players in Australia. I remember he was there with Rahane. He stood there at the Gabba. He was there in Sydney. And his innings would benefit the likes of Pant. Him and Pant, the partnerships that they had, fire and ice. One guy going hammer and tongs, the other guy just blocking, shutting up shop, and just tiring the bowlers. It was an incredible combination. We need some traditional test cricketers like that as well. I feel like Australia has someone like a Steve Smith, Labuschagne, who will grind it out. Who's going to grind it out for us? We need Virat Kohli to do that. But Can Shubman Gill, can Sarfaraz Khan, will they be able to, take those body blows? Will they be able to grind it out in Australia, counter attack when needed? Leave the swinging delivery. It's going to be a big test. I don't think so. I think KL and Sarfaraz will be there. I feel KL will play first game. Yeah, even I feel that KL Rahul will play the first game. I agree with that, Amar. I think now it's shown that even without his presence, you're still losing games. So he's not the only problem, but we need KL Rahul to step up as well, because when he's gotten the chance, he's also not delivered to that level. And he's someone who has traditionally done well in foreign conditions, but again, his average in Australia is 20, despite having 100 there, despite having 100 in England, in South Africa. He still has struggled. Overall in Test cricket, his average doesn't say much, but hopefully he steps up his game. He does have the ability, he does have the skill, लेकिन वो एक consistency, the mindset रहना भाई. डर नहीं जाना वहां पे उन लोग आपको sledge भी करेंगे, bouncer डालेंगे, सर पे मारेंगे, chest पे मारेंगे, but you'll have to take it, which we did before, to be honest. You'll have to take those body blows. You'll have to, be patient, and you'll have to grind it out, man. It's going to be a tough series. So what is New Zealand? I want to know what their requirement is for the WTC final, because they're on 4th place now, and they might have an outside chance because they're playing England at home. The way England play, they will always create chances for the opposition. So New Zealand के पास chance है भाई आने का. South Africa have a very good chance. I think if they win the remaining games, South Africa might be front runner for the WTC spot. Australia also very good position. I feel that especially if they beat India, and you see what a series does. A series changes the whole thing. India were like 20 points ahead of Australia in first place. Now they're behind Australia. They're in second place now in the WTC cycle. They should include Sai Sudarshan in the squad. He left bouncers and took body blows. He reminded me of Pujara. Again, Karthik bhai, देखो bowlers भी अलग रहेंगे वहाँ पे. Cummins, Hazelwood भी रहेंगे. It's going to be different. You'll need some experience there. I'm not saying that you're wrong, but I'm just saying that we can't just rely on one game or or anything like that. We have to see what the senior players do, and then if they start making mistakes, then you can maybe bring in Sai Sudarshan for someone who is struggling. I don't know who's going to struggle. Look, Jaiswal also, man, in South Africa, he struggled. Look, he's done well for India in Test cricket in all formats. I think he's been a superstar. लेकिन मेरे को लग रहा कि वो conditions में Jaiswal struggle कर सकता है, तो उसको तो कैसा डील करेंगे उन्हें bouncers के साथ, swing के साथ कैसा डील करेंगे, ये बहुत दिलचस्पी रहेंगी मुझे देखने के लिए कि how will he be able to tackle, how will he be able to score runs, will he be able to come out down the track, smack Stark over the bowler. I mean, Shubman Gill did a pretty good job जब उन्हें ऑस्ट्रेलिया गया था at a young age. I think उन्हें वही similar जयसवाल का एज था जब उन्हें गया था, डेब्यू करा था ऑस्ट्रेलिया का जो पहले सीरीज थी उसकी. He batted really well. At the Gabba उसका 90 था, याद अगर आपको है तो. KL has an average in 20 in Australia. Will you still play him? Yeah, he does have an average. That's what I'm saying. He has an average on 20, but just for his experience, I think I would play him initially. If he doesn't perform, then yeah, we'll have to drop him. But initially, yeah, I think I would play him because you need a bit of experience there as well. And it's not like the youngsters have done crazy, right? Like I mean, you can take a gamble playing Nitish Reddy. You can take a gamble and play another youngster. You can bring in a Sai Sudarshan. Lekin, yeah, I think initially you might just play him and then see. I'm not saying that he's going to score 100 or anything like that, but right now, what are you going to do, bro? You lost a series, last two matches anyway, like despite him not being there. Might as well play somebody who's a bit more experienced, who knows the conditions, right? Because you already have Jaiswal, relatively inexperienced, very inexperienced, Sarfaraz inexperienced, Gill, like you would say, is getting there, but to balance that out, maybe just play him, KL all over there, I feel. कल वो भी है भाई, Pakistan versus Australia, the MCG. The start of the Australian summer is tomorrow. I think the teams have come out, the 11s have come out as well. Today was the press conference. If I can just get out the playing 11. I hope there's no rain. It's going to be really exciting. Australia playing a strong team as well. New opening pair, Matt Short and Jake Fraser McGack. We all know him from the Delhi Capitals. 1 down, Steve Smith. 2 down, Josh Inglis. Then they have Manish Labuschagne, Glenn Maxwell, Aaron Hardy, who's done really well recently, Sean Abbott, Pat Cummins, Mitchell Stark, and Adam Zappa. This is a very strong team that Australia is playing. Yes, there is no Hazelwood over there, but despite that, no Stoinis also, but a very, very strong team, I think. And they are, I think the reason why they're doing this is because they know the Champions Trophy is coming in February, March, so they want to just see the combination. And yeah, like I think if they take a lead in this series, they'll probably rest some of the players. I'm sure they'll be in series rotation too, despite what the results are. And Pakistan ki jo team hai, Saim Ayub and Abdul Shafiq will be the openers. Babar Azam is back in the Pakistan team, one down. Mohammad Rizwan is the wicketkeeper and captain. Let me remind you, Kamran Ghulam, who was outstanding in in that England series. Salman Ali Agha, who was again remarkable. Irfan Khan, then Shaheen Shah Afridi, Naseem Shah, Haris Rauf, फिर से आया and Mohammad Hasnain. So yeah, you can see some of the older players. The Babar band is still there. Rizwan, Babar, Haris, Rauf, Shaheen, Naseem. But then you've got someone like Irfan Khan. You've got somebody like a Kamran Ghulam there as well to balance it out. Salman Ali Agha as well. It should be interesting. I think Australia start favorites for me going into this series. It's their home conditions. Some quality players playing there as well. But you never know. Pakistan very unpredictable. New captain now. Let's see what happens. I'm excited for that game. Looking forward to it as well. I just hope the weather is clear. At the start of the Australian summer now, as the winter approaches in many of the countries in the world, the Australian summer starts and begins. It's going to be a cricket-filled season, and Australia is like England, man. Like, yes, in England they love their football. Australia, they love their rugby, but cricket is a summer sport. So sun's out and the cricket bats, balls will be out, and everyone will be playing the game over there. It'll be fun. If anyone over here is going over there, let me know and send us some videos and photos. It'll be fun, man. And it's a dream for me to go to Australia. I've never been there. Watch some cricket at the MCG Sydney. I know Ammar, who's joined us today, he's been to the Sydney cricket ground. I think he's been to the MCG as well. He's seen Australia in the flesh, and one day hopefully I get to see that. It's a remarkable place, man, especially for cricket. And I heard Sydney is also a beautiful place in general, a beautiful city. One on my bucket list, along with Cape Town. And speaking of Cape Town, India ka next, before the Australia series, there is a T20 series, let me remind you, against South Africa. Surya Kumar Yadav will be leading the side. I think they'll be even traveling today, tomorrow, and the next couple of days will be traveling, because 8 नवंबर को पहला मैच है इंडिया वर्सेस साउथ अफ्रीका का T20. आई थिंक 4 T20s है वहां पे. These are the two finalists of the T20 World Cup in 2024 in the West Indies. They'll be against each other. There's Henrik Klaasen will be there, Eden Markram will be present, Surya Kumar will be present, Hardik Pandya will be present. That'll be an exciting series. The younger generation taking over this T20 format, and they'll be up against South Africa side who want their own revenge, who want to beat India after that World Cup loss. I'm 100% sure. I think Gambhir would resign after the Australia tour, and the crisis fan Ravi Shastri will be brought back. Man, that's like a crazy. I wouldn't put it past it, man. Like, I think that's a crazy possibility. Ke wo ho sakta. You never know, man. And I remember we all used to mock Ravi Shastri. Ye karta, wo karta. But it just goes to show how hard that Indian job is, right? Like, you're a world champion. You went undefeated, like in 20 ICC games. I think India only lost one match in between two World Cups, the 50 over World Cup 2023 and the T20 World Cup. And then Gambhir comes in and loses 3-0, and now his job is on the line suddenly. It's just a high pressure situation. Of course, he has to take the blame, but also it's the players, man. It's not just him right now. Even though I'm the first one, I'll always attack him if required, because he used to talk a lot. He used to say a lot of things when he was commentator, and he's the one who's has to face a 3-0 defeat. He's got slapped in the face by New Zealand, but I think still have to give him a bit more time, man. That's what I would say, and then see how it goes. Pat Cummins came to the India A versus Australia to pick players for certain positions, test playing position at grabs, maybe an opener. Yeah, definitely. There's no David Warner or Ammar this time. So Usman Khwaja ke saath kaun open karenga? That is something. Steve Smith was opening in the last summer in Australia, but that's not going to happen. He's back in the middle order, and wo jo experiment tha, they're not going to pursue with that. So there will be an opener. Would it be Renshaw? Will it be Marcus Harris? There have plenty of other options. Bancroft, I think, is an option too. Sam Pepperman involved tha. So there are some options there. Nathan McSweeney most likely to open with Usman Khwaja, Burre Karthik Bhai. So he's also an option over there. So yeah, man, Australia are already preparing. They're doing their homework. And they also have they'll be in rhythm too, right? Like they'll be playing against Pakistan in this one-day series, a different format, magar it's still a match situation. They will be playing a few games. I'm sure some of the big players will be rested closer to their India series. Like they've also played the Sheffield Shield. Agar aap dekho, Labuschagne, Smith, all these guys have played the Sheffield Shield in the last couple of months. They're getting into that rhythm. They're acclimatizing to their own conditions, and they are preparing pretty well for this series, 100%. Pat Cummins is so involved in making his best 11 and just winning a really amazing captain. Yeah, man, he's been outstanding. If you see even, 2023 World Cup, I'll tell you honestly, Australia for me were not favorites going into that World Cup. I wouldn't even put them in the top 2-3. I thought for me, India, England, and I was going to give like... I would have put a New Zealand or South Africa there, and maybe a Pakistan, Afghanistan with the conditions. But the way Pat Cummins turned things around, they lost their first two games, right? Australia in that World Cup, they lost the first two games, and then the way they switched it. I remember that Sri Lanka game, they were in trouble, and then suddenly they played very well and changed it around. But I remember they lost their first two games. Was it against South Africa? They lost. They lost to South Africa and India, I think. And then the way he turned things around, and then IPL में आके Sunrisers के साथ उन्हें जो पूरा team को change कर दिया. It took them from 10th place to table toppers. They finished number 1 in the group stages, and they finished second overall. But yeah, it was outstanding. And then WTC final भी जीता उन्हें. So he's done brilliantly well. He made 88 something, and Ricky Ponting said he should open. Punter bol diya wahan pe. So it's going to be two different broadcasts, right? In Australia, it's going to be Fox Cricket and Channel. What is that channel number? Channel 7. Channel 7. So they have two different broadcasts. So उन लोग क्या करते, एक इंडियन यहाँ पे रखते, एक इंडियन एक्स कमेंटेटर वहाँ रखते, एंड चलते रहता. और ये ऑस्ट्रेलियंस तो छोड़ते नहीं, कमेंट्री बॉक्स में भी दबा के बोलते, वो भी बैटर चलते रहता है. I'm telling you, from the commentators to the journalists to the fans, they'll be on their the top game in terms of banter, man. Australia. Bancroft is not doing good at all. Bro failed both innings. Cameron, let me pull up the scorecard over here for the India A, Australia A. Bancroft got 0 in the first inning. Marcus Harris got 17. McSweeney was the captain, 39 in the first inning. Philip also played. Philippe. And at the second inning, again, Bancroft 16, Marcus Harris 36. Sweeney got 88 and Webster 61. Fair enough. India का क्या हालत, पहले इनिंग में तो 107 ऑल आउट हो गए थे. बट आई रिमेंबर सेकंड इनिंग्स में साई सुदर्शन पडिक्कल दोनों अच्छा बैटिंग करे. वन स्कोर्ड 103, साई सुदर्शन 88, पडिक्कल, ईशान किशन 32, नीतीश कुमार रेड्डी 17. Nitish Reddy is in the India squad as well, right? He's in the India's A squad and the India squad. He's not in the T20 squad, I think, against South Africa. So he's going to be in Australia for a long, long time, brother. He's going to be there for a long time. By 3-4 महीने वहाँ पे उसको apartment दे देना, NKR कुछ, just chill over there, play some laser tag, if you know what I mean. Kumar bowled beautifully. Yeah, Mukesh Kumar, he could be an option, man. He's not in the squad though, right? He's not in the India squad. I remember South Africa tour when he was decent, but I don't know, man. I don't rate him that highly. I'll tell you, I'm sure he bowled well, but I don't rate him that highly. Let's see, but he does get the wicket. It's not like he doesn't, Mr. Mukesh Kumar Reddy. So yeah, we have the South Africa series coming up in a few days. Then we've got who's going to be the coach there? Will Gambhir go to South Africa, or who's going to be the coach there? Will Lakshman go, or what's the scene? Have you noticed that after Gambhir took over, India performed well in T20s but struggled in Test? Coaching is yes, absolutely 100% is different, bro. Like absolutely. By KKR को manage करना, India को Test match में manage करना, ज़मीन आसमान का फर्क है. It's a different challenge altogether. Conditions अलग होते, game plan अलग होता, strategy अलग होता. अब खिलाड़ियां भी अलग है. अब तो KKR में बास players को उन्हें handle कर ले सकता है, like ये वरुण चक्रवर्ती, इन लोगों को like अरे गंभीर है, like youngsters. यहाँ पे आपको egos भी handle करना है, आपको सब बड़े-बड़े खिलाड़ियां हैं वहाँ पे, like so you have to handle that and you have to talk to them. Then you've got your assistant coaches, and like you have different conditions, different matchups, and you're playing the best of the opposition, right? And the IPL, what it is that when you play, there's always some weaknesses in the opposition that you can exploit, because 7 Indians have to play 4 foreigners. Here you're playing the best of the best, so it is a different challenge altogether. And for Gambhir, it's a big test. It's not going to be that easy. And the reason why I blame him as well is because KKR में उसको श्रेयस अय्यर को क्रेडिट नहीं देके उसको पूरा क्रेडिट दे दिया, गंभीर बोल के इंडिया कोच बन गया, मगर अब उन्हें हारा तो भाई उसको भी क्रिटिसाइज करना पड़ेगा. What is the situation there? I just hope there's no crack in the team, because you know what happens when you lose, the morale goes down in the dressing room, the arguments start to happen, fights start to happen. It happens in any team. I'm not just saying cricket or Indian team. It happens अपने school level, college level, league, amateur level पे होता. When I play like non-professional leagues, if my team is losing, there's problems in the team. We have issues, there's arguments, there's fights. When we're winning, everybody's buddy. They're going for food and celebrating after. But when you're losing, it's always difficult. So he has to handle that as well. If he just goes and loses it on Kohli and Rohit, he has to handle that with care. If he just goes and starts shouting, that's also nothing. But also he can't be too sweet. He has to find the balance. That is something that he'll have to find. And you remember ये रोहित कोहली का बोल रहे थे, right? 2019 में जो लड़ाई हुई थी, वो it was because of they lost the semi-final. It's simple as that. It wasn't like anything personal. It was because of the game. So that is a challenge for the coach as well. At that time, he needs to step in and also handle it. जिस तरह से आज कल ये है, अगर मैं होता तो बैन ही करता देता मुकेश कुमार को. He did well in that game, but that was toxic behavior. किसके mother and sister पे गाली नहीं देना चाहिए था. बिल्कुल सही है बात भाई आपकी. अगर उन्हें वैसा दिया तो फिर बिल्कुल सही है. इतने बुरे गालियां अगर दे रहे तो you shouldn't, like, there is a line. 100% 100% Brody. Is there any other game today? Oh, Hong Kong Sixers का क्या हुआ कि UAE Netherlands happening. UAE 240 for 8, Netherlands chasing. It's a 50 over game. Oh yeah, there you go. Hong Kong Sixers. अम्मा इंडिया सबसे हारे यार हांगकांग सिक्सेस में. ओमान से हारे, यूएई से हारे. It's been terrible few weeks for India. Pakistan beat Australia. Sri Lanka won the Hong Kong Sixes, the overall tournament. The plate final, South Africa won. The bowl final, Oman won. But Sri Lanka, they beat Pakistan. Pakistan were very good, but yeah, Sri Lanka emerged winners in the Hong Kong Sixes. So congratulations to them. पाकिस्तान में आसिफ अली बहुत जबरदस्त मार रहा था. रॉबिन कुछ भाई मैं कल देखा वो मैच सुबह माँ मैं उठा था. लाइक यूई का गेम आई थिंक 6:45 था. सेकंड गेम देखा इंग्लैंड का. मैं सो आई वाज ऑलरेडी अवेक. इंडिया इंग्लैंड का था, सो आई चेंज द चैनल. आई वाज वाचिंग दैट. कम ऑन मैन, कम ऑन बॉयज. देखे तो भाई अच्छा स्टार्ट था. लाइक इंग्लैंड वर लाइक 3 overs में 40 something, which is amazing. Like restriction in sixes tournament. फिर उसके बाद उत्तप्पा भाई साहब आए और 6 छक्के उन्हें मारा. ओ रवि बपारा, ओ रवि बपारा. He hit 6 sixes in that over and एक वाइड भी डाला. 37 रन्स गए उसमें. इंडिया में बॉलिंग ही नहीं थी यार उसमें. लाइक मनोज तिवारी बॉलिंग कर रहा, रॉबिन उत्तप्पा बॉलिंग कर रहा, फिलिपिन कौन शाहबाज नदीम आपका स्ट्राइक बॉलर था. शूट भी नहीं. क्या है भाई थोड़े से आप. एंड द थिंग इज इब्राहिम भाई सही बोल रहे थे. Other teams took some current players with them who are still playing cricket, like Asif Ali and these guys. Pakistan took, Australia took like some players. These guys took all like retired players, and also they didn't take fast bowlers, man. They didn't. अगर लेना था retired को तो इरफान पठान उसको उठा लेना था, आरपी सिंह को. वैसा तो कुछ करना था भाई. बॉलर ही नहीं लगेगा, पूरे बैट्समैन के साथ खेल रहे. स्टूअर्ट बिन्नी एंड फिलिपिन, शाहबाज नदीम, मैन. एंड देन उत्तप्पा से ओवर करा रहे, Tiwari over kar, but it's okay. That I'm not going to go crazy. Like it's just like it's a fun tournament. Like enjoy it, whatever. Like of course it gets upset when India lose. मैं थोड़ा emotional हो गया था, but it's fine. But I'm just saying, like if you wanted to do well in the, I mean, losing to Oman, losing to UAE, England, Pakistan, like थोड़ा बहुत तो जीतना था भाई. Like it was a horrible tournament. You didn't take bowlers, man. I think they learned the lesson. You can take batsmen, but like. And you need some bowlers, especially the thing is in Hong Kong, every ball can go for 6, right? So at that time, you need a couple of even 1 or 2 wickets or dot balls just changes the whole game. That's the thing over there. So you need a couple of bowlers who can bowl, man. Even England, I remember they had 1 or 2 good fast bowlers. इनके पास था ही नहीं कोई भी. And they had Samit Patel, Ravi Bopara, they still play domestic cricket. Samit Patel तो अभी भी खेलता शायद, लेस्टर को खेलता, लेस्टर Foxes if I'm not mistaken. But it was fun, man, to see Hong Kong Sixers back after a long time. बचपन में बहुत दिखते थे वो, स्कूल के बाद हम लोग आके वो जब वो IPL T20 क्रिकेट नहीं था, राइट, तो ये सबसे फास्ट गेम था, 6 ओवर का गेम था, छक्के चौके रहते थे. It was like स्टिक क्रिकेट गेम. देखो हम लोग जो खेलते थे कंप्यूटर पे, it was like that, watching that. So it was good to see. It was a nostalgic tournament. I enjoyed it, but yeah, just wish India performed a bit better over there. But congratulations to Sri Lanka for winning that. Amir Amin, देखो Amir Amin, Hussain Talat, Fahim Ashraf, these guys play, man. Like they took some current players over there. Let me know what your predictions are for that Pakistan versus Australia series. Yesterday we had the West Indies England match going on. And it's 1-1 now. England chasing 329. They did it successfully. In the West Indies, it was Shai Hope scored 117. Casey Carty 71. Roston Chase finished it off along with Matthew Ford, both hitting 20 apiece. Hetmar also getting 24 of 11 balls. From England's perspective, the bowlers, Saqib Mahmood, Lancashire ka bowler, he got hit a bit. But a couple of wickets for Adil Rashid, a couple of wickets for John Turner, a wicket for Archer. And a wicket for Livingston. And then in the batting, it was Liam Livingston, 124 of 85 deliveries. Incredible batting, man. And for time pay, I think it was like, what was the score? Like 174, 184, something like that when he came. He was building a partnership. First with Bethel and then with Sam Curran. Both Bethel and Sam Curran also getting 50s, but it was the Liam Livingston show. A great display of cricket, a great display of batting. It was outstanding because, England were already under pressure losing the first game. So, ye jeetna both important. And remember, these matches are important because the Champions Trophy is coming in the next couple of months. February se start a Champions Trophy. So, ye jo matches hote, it allows you to build a combination. It allows you to build a plan. So, I think it's good that these matches are happening, these one-day matches, because aapko thoda andaza ho raha. So yeah, that series is one apiece. Good say. भाई ऑक्शन क्या स्ट्रेटजी? आप जो इंडियन प्लेयर बोल रहे 3-0 हार गए, शकील भाई क्या हुआ? इंडियन प्लेयर को लो, इंडियन प्लेयर, ये हालत है इंडियन प्लेयर का. घर पे 3-0 हार, आपके रोहित शर्मा आउट हो जा रहे, विराट कोहली आउट हो जा रहे, भाई ऋषभ पंत आउट हो जा रहे, और लो इंडियन प्लेयर को आप ईशान किशन वहां पे गाली देके आउट हो जा रहा उधर ऑस्ट्रेलिया में. क्या हो रहा है आपके इंडियन प्लेयर्स के साथ, बताओ. He's informed, don't know who will pick him in IPL, but he's going to fly in crores. Yeah, man, and Punjab have not retained him. Liam Livingston. Look, the thing is, I understand that IPL में मेरे को समझ में आता बात कि Indian players important है because they're 7, they make the most of the team, the 11 and everything, but your foreign players play vital roles. Look at successful teams. Chennai Super Kings, initially they had Matthew Hayden, Mike Hussey, then they had Dwayne Bravo, they've had Pathirana, Shane Watson won them a final. Mumbai Indians, Kieran Pollard, Lasith Malinga played vital roles for them in winning championships. Sunrisers, David Warner, Ben Cutting, Adam Gilchrist, Andrew Simon. So like you have to strike the right balance. So that's why I understand that you need Indian players, which Sunrisers, to be fair, have got Abhishek Sharma and Nitesh Reddy, but you also need foreign players too. You see Mumbai Indians this time around, who were the foreign players? Tim David didn't perform to expectations. Who was the bowler to accompany Bumrah? Did not perform to expectations. They didn't have a Malinga style over there. Opening Rohit ke sath Quinton de Kock kar raha tha when they were winning championships. Koi bhi nahi tha yes baar. So you have to find the right balance, and Punjab need to understand that too. Like they had a good player, Liam Livingstone. I feel that they've let go. You need to have a very good balance, bro. आप 7 प्लेयर खिला लो इंडिया के, मगर आपका अगर फॉरेन 4 अच्छे नहीं है तो आप स्ट्रगल करेंगे. मुंबई इंडियंस के साथ यही हुआ शकील भाई. Like you have to understand that, but you got to open your mind. It has to be a good balance. And आप कुछ भी नहीं सकते, आप कितना भी रोलो धोलो, हो गया रिटेंशन हो गया ना, got to look to the future. But it's very fine balance that you have to keep. And foreign players are very important along with Indian players. Mumbai Indians भरा देते Indian players को, मगर they used to buy very good foreign players. Look, Devil Brevis inexperienced, David inexperienced. Who else do they have, bro? I forgot who else. Who is their foreign bowlers? याद ही नहीं आ रहा मेरे को. होप आज कोई IPL related news नहीं आए to distract Indian teams from. Yeah, that's a good point, man. Distract Indian fans from terrible performance. or some news related Champions Trophy, PR agencies of BCCI, Rohit. And look, yeah, I think these next couple of days have to be focused on Indian cricket and why they've lost this Test match. There needs to be serious repercussions. There needs to be serious, brainstorming and serious time to rectify your look at your mistakes, observe your mistakes, and then look to rectify them. भाई बशीर मार तुम्हें छेड़ दिए मेरे को, अब ने शुरू कर दिया 35 करोड़ तक इंडियन प्लेयर पे जाओ, पागल हो गए, दिमाग खराब हो गया। 35 करोड़ फिर आपके बजट 45 है। हेलो ब्रदर, आर यू क्रेजी मैन, व्हाट यू स्मोकिंग में? फॉर 35 करोड़ जाओ बोल रहे हैं प्लेयर पे। आर यू मैन, जो यू नीड टू लाइक, आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड मैन, पागल हो गए। 35 करोड़ जाओ बोल रहे। रिलैक्स ब्रो, ये जो टीम है बिना लाइक अच्छी बैलेंस के साथ फाइनल पहुंचे, अच्छी बैलेंस है, डोंट वरी मैन। लाइक अगर नहीं परफॉर्म करे ठीक है, व्हाट्स गोना हैपन? मुंबई इंडियंस पूरी इंडियन प्लेयर खिला के 10th है, 10th बड़ी। सो ब्रो, बेस प्राइस की बात ही नहीं है। आप अगर एक प्लेयर पे 35 करोड़ देंगे, दूसरे इंडियन प्लेयर कहां से आएंगे? आपको खाली एक इंडियन प्लेयर नहीं लेना है, आपको 10-15 इंडियन प्लेयर लेना है भाईजान। You have to get other players to, आप एक ईशान किशन होना आपको, राइट भाईजान? 35 करोड़ देंगे, फिर दूसरे बॉलर कहाँ आएंगे? अवेश खान आएंगे क्या? सिराज आएंगा क्या? आपके पास चाहल आ सकता क्या? फिर पैसे कहाँ हैं? आप ही बोल रहे ब्रेस पैसा। I'm not saying to buy overseas, I'm saying to buy Indian players, but split the money, buddy. You're crazy, bro. 35 crore for one player. You don't have the budget. Your budget is 45 in the wallet, mate. भाई आप पहले ये बोलो, आपकी इंडियन प्लेयर 3-0 हारे, ये बताओ क्या पहले ये क्यों हो रहा? पहले आप मेरे को ये बताओ, फिर मैं बात करता हूँ आईपीएल के बारे में। जब तक आप नहीं बोले, आप मेरे को एनालिसिस दो एक पैराग्राफ का। आप बहुत सवाल पूछते हैं मेरे को, ये बशीर बाग आओ, ये करो वो करो। अब मैं डिमांड कर रहा हूँ आपसे, गिव मी वन होल पैराग्राफ ऑन व्हाई विराट कोहली प्लेड दैट शॉट, व्हाई रोहित शर्मा प्लेड दैट शॉट, व्हाट वाज योर थॉट्स ऑन द डिसमिसल ऑफ ऋषभ पंत। फिर हम बात करेंगे 12-13 करोड़, बाद में बात करेंगे आईपीएल के बारे में। फैज भाई भी होपफुली जुड़ेंगे, उनकी छुट्टी खत्म हो रही तो ही विल जॉइन अस दिस वीक। उनसे बात करना है भाई, उन्होंने तो इजी छुट गए वहां पे, केएल राहुल पे पूरा ब्लेम करके चले गए भाईजान, जाके पार्टी करने गए, और अब कोहली वोली पे बात आ रही तो छुप गए, आ रहे नहीं। तो वी गॉट टू टॉक अबाउट दैट एज वेल। अम्मार आएंगे, अम्मार रहते हैं हैदराबाद में शायद, मैं तो नहीं रहता भाई, आई एम नॉट फ्रॉम हैदराबाद, आई एम ओवरसीज सिटीजन। तो इन लोग पूरे इंडिया के है, देखो अम्मार, मोक्स, मुस्तफा, दूसरे भाई जो चश्मिश, फैज, इन लोग इंडिया के। तो हाँ, सो या वील डिस्कस दैट tomorrow. Again we'll review the Pakistan Australia game, but we will talk about the India in more detail. We get opinions from the other boys as well and see what they think. It's been a shambles, man. If I see New Zealand's performance 10 out of 10, India's performance 1 out of 10, man, that one also is because of Washington Sundar, otherwise it was pathetic. मैं बाहर जा रहा हूँ एग्जैक्टली। अम्मार है, अम्मार भी जा रहे। ठीक है, फैज का नंबर मैं देता हूँ, शकील भाई वो आपको कॉल करके उनको ना पहुंच रहे कल। वेगस गया क्या? आई मीन ही इज गॉन, अपना वेगस बोला खरीद में, दुबई गए फैज भाई। जाना ही शुड हैव गॉन टू रियाद मैन, इफ लाइक वहां पे नसर और वो हिलाल का गेम था। फैज भाई अपना रोनाल्डो का बहुत फैन समझते हैं अपने आप को, तो ही शुड हैव गॉन टू रियाद। देयर वाज द हिलाल नसर गेम एंड देन द WWE का भी था क्राउन ज्यूल। No, it's doing Dubai, but no, I'm just joking. It's good that he has fun and stuff, but now he'll be back in business. He'll also be live with us every day from tomorrow, and we have a lot to look forward to. We're also trying a new setup as well, so we appreciate your support behind the scenes. There is Mox Faiz putting a lot of effort. Ammar is also giving us a lot of ideas. We have a lot of people helping us, but do support us, because we hope to increase the value of this channel, increase the quality of this channel, and please share it with your friends, family. But aap log, koi bhi jo bhi aando, like it helps us a lot in the comments, it helps us a lot in the algorithms, and hopefully you can share it with your friends and family, and we'll also look to improve. We know that we're a very long way to go. We're not on that level of other YouTube channels, but hopefully inshallah one day we get to there. वो फैज आ रहे हैं, मिला देंगे आपको, आप टेंशन मतलब। पहले आप मेरे को वो पैराग्राफ दो, पैराग्राफ रोहित शर्मा वो शॉट क्यों खेला आज, वो आप मेरे को बताओ पहले, फिर उसके बाद वो फैज मिला देता आपको। पहले एक पैराग्राफ होना कि वाई प्लेड दैट शॉट, प्रॉपर होना। एक गलती भी है, स्पेलिंग मिस्टेक, तो फिर नहीं मिल सकते। हाँ, तो मैं बोल रहा था कल वो करेंगे, फिर उसके बाद क्या है, साउथ अफ्रीका का सीरीज है, we'll cover that, and then we'll cover the auction, and then the Australia series, of course. That's the main target. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully, I want an overseas bowler with Cummins. That's why Ishan Kishan. You won't be able to afford Ishan Kishan, so just go for another batsman, whoever it is. If he's coming for a cheaper price, then yeah. ले लो नंबर फैज का, टेंशन मत लो। उन्होंने भी कहीं वहीं रहते हैं हैदराबाद में, आप ले लो नंबर। उन्होंने दिख जाते, कहीं जिम को चले जाओ, दिख जाते हैं फैज भाई उधर, उनसे नंबर ले लो आप। And yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. I think it was a crazy day of cricket. I mean, it was still exciting. Agar aap dekho, in the context of the match, like, it was, the pendulum was swinging. First, New Zealand started off with a bang. Then Rishabh Pant counter-attacked with Jadeja, and then, it looked like Rishabh Pant will win India the game as we went into lunch. And then after lunch, his wicket was the turning point, and then India just fell like bowling pins, man, one after the other. 10 pins all fallen, and it's probably their worst series in a long in a long time. I feel it's been a it's been a very Talab Katta. Is that the gym that he goes to, Ammar? But yeah, it's been a very disappointing series. I think the worst series loss in a long time for India, and a lot of thinking to do. Hopefully they get better, and hopefully they compete more against Australia. New Zealand point of view is outstanding. They were incredible. बहुत जबरदस्त खेले cricket, top level, and उनके auction के prices to Shakil Bhai's annoyance will go very high. Rachin Ravindra is a very good option. If you're looking at a Mitchell Santner is a good option. So yeah, I mean, New Zealand were outstanding. Very bad for India series, yes, Ammar. Very poor series. Did not expect this. Very disappointed, but very happy for New Zealand as well. And you need these humblers once in a while. I wish at least ये मुंबई का मैच जीत जाते थे, because फिर WTC का भी थोड़ा लाइव रहता था सिनेरियो. अब बहुत मुश्किल हो गया. So, but it is what it is. Hopefully they come back strong and they perform better in Australia. But yes, that's it for now. Catch you guys very soon. Thank you, Ammar. Thank you, Shakil bhai. Thank you, Karthik bhai, Nitin bhai, everybody who joined us today. Really appreciate it. We'll come back live soon. There's still a lot to talk about, and we'll hopefully we'll continue to do our lives. We'll do some shorts. Make sure you follow us on the socials, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube पे आपके कमेंट्स डालते रहो, लाइक्स करते रहो, अपने दोस्तों फैमिली के साथ शेयर करो. Make them subscribe as well. That will help us a lot. If they love cricket, even better. If they don't love cricket, still, if they can subscribe, that'll be great for us. So thank you so much for joining, and take care, everyone. Have a good rest of the evening. See you guys very soon.